Okay, guys, I'm going to read you two poems to this day. Both of them relatively short, maybe a minute, minute and a half each. And they're by the poet Frank O'Hara. And I don't know, Frank O'Hara just kind of makes me smile because I love his voice so much. He seems like he would have really been a fantastic person to know and to hang out with. And the first poem is called Ave Maria. The second poem is called Having a Coke with You, both among O'Hara's more famous poems. So this one is Ave Maria by Frank O'Hara. Mothers of America, let your kids go to the movies. Get them out of the house so they won't know that what you're up to. It's true that fresh air is good for the body, but what about the soul that grows in darkness, embossed by silvery images? And when you grow old, as grow you must, they won't hate you. They won't criticize you. They won't know they'll be in some glamorous country they first saw on a Saturday afternoon or playing hooky. They may even be grateful to you for the first sexual experience, which only cost a quarter and didn't upset the peaceful home. They will know where candy bars come from and gratuitous bags of popcorn, as gratuitous as leaving the movie before it's over with a pleasant stranger whose apartment is in the heaven on earth building near the Williamsburg Bridge. Oh, mothers, you will have made the little tykes so happy because if nobody does pick them up in the movies, they won't know the difference. And if somebody does, it'll be sheer gravy. And they'll have been truly entertained either way instead of hanging around the yard or up in the room hating you prematurely, since you won't have done anything horribly mean yet except keeping them from the darker joys. It's unforgivable, the latter, so don't blame me if you won't take this advice and the family breaks up and your children grow old and blind in front of a TV set, seeing movies you wouldn't let them see when they were young. So that's Ave Maria, Frank O'Hara. All right, other Frank O'Hara poem, Having a Coke with You, is even more fun than going to San Sebastian, Irun, Hendaye, Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick to my stomach on the Tresevera de Garcia in Barcelona, partly because in your orange shirt you look like a better, happier Saint Sebastian, partly because of my love for you, partly because of your love for yogurt, partly because of fluorescent orange tulips around the birches, partly because of the secrecy our smiles take on before people and statuary. It is hard to believe that when I'm with you that there can be anything as still, as solemn, as unpleasantly definitive as a statuary when right in front of it in the warm New York 4 o'clock light we are drifting back and forth between each other like a tree breathing through its spectacles, and the portrait show seems to have no faces in it at all, just paint. You suddenly wonder why in the world would anyone ever did then. I look at you and I would rather look at you than all the portraits in the world, except possibly for the Polish writer occasionally, and anyway it's in the Frick, which thank heavens you haven't gone to see yet, but you haven't gone to see yet so we can go together for the first time. And the fact that you move so beautifully more or less takes care of futurism, just as at home I never think of the nude descending a staircase or at a rehearsal a single drawing of Leonardo or Michelangelo that used to wow me. And what good does all the research of the Impressionists do them when they never got the right person to stand near the tree when the sun sank, or for that matter, Marino Marini when he didn't pick the rider as carefully as the horse? It seems they were all cheated of some marvelous experience, which is not going to go wasted on me, which is why I'm telling you all about it. That was Having a Coke with You by Frank O'Hara and Ave Maria. Frank O'Hara, one of the wonderful poets of the 20th century, 1926 to 1966, death by freak accident, auto accident on Fire Island. Gone way too soon. You gotta go, freak accident, Fire Island, you know. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it.